Before I leave, about 90% of waste generated in Accra ends up in landfill sites without appropriate recycling. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly has therefore engaged key stakeholders to help reduce the amount of waste dumped at landfill sites without any recycling plan. The Assembly looks forward to half landfill site waste by 2030. This, they believe, will expedite the Assembly's climate action plan and also help realize the goal of making Accra the cleanest city in Africa. Joy News' Isaac Kofiaje has more in the following reports.
Accra, on the average, generates a little over 2 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent of greenhouse gas every year. The city's emission is expected to double in the next 10 years if not addressed, and may escalate to over 10 million tons in 20 years. A little over a year ago, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly launched its first climate action plan. Speaking at the Assembly's recent stakeholder engagement, the Mayor, Mohammed Ejeisoa, stressed on the need to engage the informal sector and households to help realize the vision of having waste dumped at landfill site by 2030.
In order for us to achieve our goals that we have set for ourselves in climate change, there's a need for us to include the vulnerable and the informal sector, because 80% of our workforce are in the informal sector, and 90% of new jobs that are created comes from the informal sector. Clearly, you cannot develop a city without the informal sector. And for us, we have mainstreamed the informal sector activities into our general program that we have, so that we'll be able to achieve any goal that we have set for ourselves. Hence this meeting today, where we have brought the fisher folk, the market women, the hawkers, the traders, and all kinds of people who are operating in the informal sector, including people from academia who are speciality in the informal sector and also in the private sector as well, so that we walk them through our climate action plan, the activities that we are doing, the recognition of them in the pursuit of our climate action plan towards the achievement of the goals that we have set for ourselves. And it's very important that we do so. And in doing so, again, we realize that Accra, we've set ourselves to make the city clean. And in our quest to make the city clean, it is not just collecting the rubbish and go and dump it, but a 46% of our greenhouse gas emission source come from waste management. Then how do we manage your waste so that you don't also contribute to the greenhouse gas emissions that we are seeing?
Currently, over 90% of waste generated in Accra are dumped at various landfill sites, and majority of the waste find their way into our drains, causing a lot of havoc during the rainy season. The mayor says major infrastructural developments saved certain flood-prone areas in the city during the recent heavy downpour.
Central government, led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, had also prioritized the reconstruction of storm drains in Accra. So major areas that also get flooded, today you cannot see flooding happen over there. For instance, if you get to the Robechebi Lante roundabout, which used to be a natural flooding area, by the construction of the major storm drain over there, you don't see flooding over there. And they are happy, because either to the companies around that enclave, since 2015, the major disaster that happened, they had warned that they even want to relocate, and insurance companies were refusing to insure their properties there. So that was a major concern. Today, a relief has been provided to them.
Isaac Kofiaje reporting for Joy News.
And that's how we end the AM News. For more news, you can log on to myjoyonline.com. My name is Mapita CBD. The AM show continues, so stick and stay.